Let's get Jimmy Johnson in here. Jimmy, we're laughing. We're making fun of each other because it's been a long time since after a Dolphin victory, South Florida could get excited about something, feel excited. Are we overreacting after two stupid games? Or did you see something yesterday that means that South Florida can get excited about a team since the last time you were coaching it down here?
Well, it was an exciting game. And I think Chris Greer and, the organization's done a tremendous job of bringing in talent. And of course, Mike McDaniel did an outstanding job of getting them ready and coaching that game. It was an exciting game for me to watch.
Did you make anything of Tua? Where are you on this? I think Sean Payton was saying that he thought Tua at some point would be benched this year.
Well, you really don't know about a quarterback. It reminds me of a story, really my second year with the Cowboys. Troy Aikman did not make the Pro Bowl, and had he not hurt his shoulder, he would have gone to the Pro Bowl. And I said, Troy, I'm really sorry. I tried to get you in the Pro Bowl. And he said, Coach, don't you worry about me. He says, you just keep bringing in talent, and I'll go to plenty of Pro Bowls. And I think that's with Tua. People, had opinions about how good Tua was, but now they realize when you got Tyreek Hill and Waddle and all the talent around him, he can show, what he can do. And so, a quarterback is only as good as the talent around him.
Would Jimmy have ever traded that many picks for Tyreek Hill?
Oh, I have no idea. Tyreek Hill is an unbelievable player. And he's infectious, to the rest of the players around him. He's an exciting football player without question.
Jimmy, are you saying that Tua can be Troy Aikman?
No, I don't like comparing players. Tua is a talented player. He's got a good touch on the football. He's a good athlete, and when you got talented players around him, he's able to make plays.
Jimmy, are you about to go out on the boat right now?
Of course he is.
No, this time of year, I get a media request or a podcast almost daily. I turn down about 90% of them. But this is a busy time for me. I've got, Colin Cowherd later on today. Get ready. We got a bunch of different stuff. Of course, I got Fox NFL Sunday. I'm going to go with Eli and Peyton on the Monday night game next week. And like I said, it's just a busy time for me right now.
Jimmy, you're retired. What do you mean?
I'm working harder in retirement than I did when I was coaching.
Jimmy, slow down, okay? Because we just asked you. I brought you in here and I asked you 4 Dolphin questions. I didn't ask you how you were doing. I just grinded up the Jimmy machine, and I'm like, asking football questions, get football information. No, how are you doing? It sounds like you're working too much. Why don't you just do everything from home these days and don't go anywhere?
Well, watching this stock market go down and going to be down again today is not real fun.
Yeah.
You're
right about that, Jimmy.
I have not talked about business with you in
a
long time. When did you get into the stock market? Because you do some daily gambling there, yes?
Well, I do some stock market. I made more money in the stock market than I ever did coaching. My first stock that I bought was Mattel Toys in 1966. So I've been dealing in the stock market for a long, long time.
Jimmy, if Tua was a stock, would you buy it today?
Yeah, I would probably overpay for it.
Yeah.
Wow. What do you like about business, Jimmy? What is it? What is it that you like about playing that game? Because it probably scratches a competitive itch for you that feels a little less intense than football.
Well, of course, like anybody, I enjoy making money, and it is something that keeps me occupied. It keeps my mind working. If you're going to be successful in the stock market, you really got to work it every day. But I enjoy doing it. It is competitive.
Are you good at it?
I'm very good at it.
What makes you very good at it?
I work at it. Just like if you're going to be good at anything, you got to work at it.
Okay, well, Jimmy, but hold on a second, though, Jimmy. I don't understand. You're approaching 80 years old, and you love life, and you have carved out exactly the life that you have wanted. Why the hell are you running yourself ragged these days?
The only time I'm running ragged is when I get all these media requests because I don't make any money on that.
Well, say no to them, Jimmy.
Okay, because I don't want, at this stage in our lives, Jimmy, I do not want to hassle you. I want this to be fun for you. So let's go back to the game.
Well, now, Dan, you tell me what's fun about it. It's fun for you and you make a living doing it. But I could be doing something else. I could be on that boat if I wasn't sitting here talking to you.
That's right. And so
this is what it's like when you call Jimmy's house. I've been telling you this for years, Dan. You're getting the treatment right now.
I understand, but the season has gotten ramped up. And what's funny about this to me, Jimmy, is that 2 weeks into the football season, football's got you by the neck again. Football, because you got a lot of stuff to do.
I love football. I love yesterday. Fox has been trying to get me to come out there every week for the last 3 or 4 years. And I tell them, I said, I can't do it every week. I'm not going to make that trip to L.A. I said, I talked to Bradshaw this morning. I said, I'll pick you up in the plane and I'll take you out to L.A., Saturday. But I enjoyed it. I had a ball yesterday. I had 3 TVs going. I had all the games going. I watched the comeback, with the Dolphins. I watched the comeback with Arizona. Watched the Cowboys win a tight one. And so, I love football. I love watching football. I love watching football on Saturdays. Saturday I started watching it at 11 o'clock in the morning, watched the pregame shows, and I didn't stop watching until late that night. So football's another thing that I enjoy.
Jimmy, did you know that Joe Flacco was still playing football?
I knew that he was playing, but I wasn't very impressed with him until yesterday. And really, they had no business winning that game. They should have. The game should have been over 2 minutes earlier.
Is Nathaniel Hackett in over his head?
Oh, I have no idea. I think every time a guy's a head coach, if it's the first time being a head coach, you learn in the process. His dad, was really active. He worked for me for a period of time, Paul Hackett, and he's a good football coach. He'll learn. He's going to make some mistakes, like a lot of them.
Jimmy, do you root for the Dolphins and the Cowboys on Sunday?
Oh yeah, without question. I root for people that I know. I know so many people. Hey, McIntyre at FIU. His dad worked with me at Clemson. So, you look at that, all the colleges and all of the pro teams, I've probably got somebody on their staff or somebody that worked for me or a relative. Norv Turner, I pulled for the Washington Commanders because Scott Turner is their offensive coordinator, and Norv is a good, close friend, his dad. So I root for people. I don't necessarily root for teams, but I've got a lot of connections with, the Dolphins. And I spent some time with Mike McDaniel for about an hour and a half. I love Chris Greer. He does a great job. I talk to him all the time. The Cowboys, obviously, I got a lot of people there that I really care about. So, I watch teams because of the people I know, and I pull for the friends that I have in the business.
Who do you root against, though? Definitely Notre Dame, right?
Yes.
Oh, actually, I like Notre Dame.
Thank you.
Because I have great memories of Notre Dame. I think, sometimes people get carried away with rooting against teams. That's a negative. That puts you in a bad mood, because when you root against them and they win, you get in a bad mood. Rather than root against teams, I root for people. I try to be positive.
Yeah. Coach, you got to root against
people.
people.
Right, Jimmy, it's fun. Yeah.
Notre Dame, hey, I've got great memories about Notre Dame, and man, they're one of the, the great, college universities of all time. It's fun to watch Notre Dame.
Let's play the game.
Not this year.
Let's play the game with Jimmy. Let's play the game here before we get him out of here, because he's got a lot of things to do here. The new game, it's sweeping the nation. It is Guest House or Big Chill, where we throw a name at Jimmy Johnson, and he tells us whether that person can stay at his guest house or whether they just get lunch at the Big Chill. Who do you have? I'm sure, Jimmy, a lot of people have been talking to you about this game all over the world, correct?
Yeah, but I've got to put a little bit of a preface on it. Actually, I've got somebody coming in that's going to stay today. But normally this time of year when I'm busy and when I'm traveling and it's football season, the request, not only do they not go to the guest house, they don't even go to the Big Chill.
Oh, wow. No time.
Wow.
No time.
No time
All right,
for
so
it.
another
Wow.
category, but go ahead, Whittingham. Throw some his way and let's get him out of here.
Jeff Probst.
Now, is it going to be off season or is it going to be now? Because I'm going to turn down everybody now.
Well, tell Chuck Pagano I said hello, okay? I mean, he's making a visit today.
Yeah, Chuck, one of my guys. Yeah. If it was Chuck, I would have a good phone call with him and say how he's doing.
All right. Very nice of you, Jimmy.
What do you got, Whittingham? Give him another name.
Jeff Probst.
Ooh.
Jeff Probst, I'll call him back next week.
Wow.
Go ahead,
Probst.
Whittingham. Give him another one.
Ed Orgeron.
Oh, Ed might come over.
Coach O.
Hey, actually, I saw Ed when I spoke at the University of Miami clinic. And I just say, Ed, are you doing okay?
That's a great fake Ed.
That's a good fake Ed. An excellent fake Ed.
Fed.
A couple more and get him out of here. Let's go.
Gary Stevens.
Gary, I'm going to see Gary when I go to the University of Miami National Championship reunion here in a couple of weeks.
All right.
So I'll see Gary then.
I'll see Gary then.
Right.
I'll see Gary over there.
See you, Gary. Yeah.
All right.
See you, Gary.
One more.
Jeff Fiegels.
Figs.
His punt.
Hey, Beagle's great memories. I remember when he got that punt blocked, when his first time at University of Miami and Florida State blocked that punt. Fortunately, they were all sides. And I saw him on the sideline. And he looked like a deer, and looking into headlights. I said, hey, hang on in there, Jeff. I said, you got some more punts coming.
One more, Jimmy, for you. Dan Le Batard.
Oh, dear God.
Oh, wow.
Dan Le Batard. Who is this now?
Jimmy, see you later, Jimmy.
Hey, just a second. Hold on.
Yeah. Where's he going? This is exciting.
You can pre-order on Sunday.
Oh, boy. Yes.
Swagger, written by Dave
Hey,
Hyde.
guys, some great stories in there now. You will love it.
Yeah.
Hey, by the way, I've got a documentary coming out on Epex, or is that how you pronounce it? Epex channel?
You got it.
Epics.
Yeah.
Yeah, Epex this weekend, I think 10 o'clock. It's some kind of documentary. We had fun doing it.
Peter King wrote about it today. You should read it. He says Jimmy gave away some nuggets. It'll be good for people who love football. Jimmy, always appreciate the time, sir. Get out on that boat.
Wait, I got to watch the stock market first.
All right. Very nervous this morning, Jimmy. It's okay.
All right, talk to you guys.
Just short everything.
See you, buddy.